Hello dear students, in today's video lecture we will study the differences between time complexity and space complexity based on some aspects. First aspect is definition. By definition, time complexity is what? Time complexity is measuring the execution time of an algorithm relative to input size, while space complexity is the measurement of the memory usage of an algorithm relative to input size. Now focus. Focus of time complexity is amount of time an algorithm takes to complete. While focus of space complexity is amount of memory, that is random access memory, an algorithm requires for execution. Third is primary concern. Primary concern of time complexity is finding the efficiency in terms of time, while the primary concern of space complexity is finding the efficiency of any algorithm in terms of memory usage. Now the fourth aspect is analysis approach. Analysis approach of time complexity is number of operations or computational steps relative to input size. So, how many number of steps required to reach the output, or number of operations or computational steps relative to input size. That is analysis approach of time complexity for algorithms. Now analysis approach of space complexity is memory allocation for variables. Memory allocation means how much memory a variable takes or consumes in the random access memory. Data structures, functions calls relative to input size. So, memory allocations for variables as well as data structures such as tree, such as linked list, etc. and function calls required relative to input size. Now, fifth aspect is input size impact. So, larger inputs usually lead to longer execution times. So, when long or larger inputs are given, so time complexity becomes larger also. And larger inputs may require more memory space for storing data structures or managing recursions. So larger inputs impact both the time complexity and space complexity. For time complexity, larger inputs usually lead to longer execution times. Just as simple as that. While larger inputs may require more memory space for storing data structures or managing recursions. Now, our next aspect is optimization goal. Optimization goal of time complexity is reducing the number of computational steps or computational operations. While the optimization goal of space complexity is to minimize the amount of memory or memory space needed for data storage and data processing. Now, typical example. Typical example of time complexity is finding any element or an element using binary search. It takes order of log n time complexity. And creating a 2D array of size n cross n takes order of n square space complexity. Thank you.